Morning. We are good to go. Oh my gosh, you guys, welcome to tonight's Zoom. I feel like it's been forever since we've seen each other. It was a crazy March, crazy exciting. We have a whole lot of momentum going on in this team, so I'm so excited. Gosh, our team grew like wildfire last month. We had over 300 new enrollments with customers and distributors, so woo-hoo!
That's awesome.
For those of you who don't know me, some of you are new, welcome to this crazy wild adventure. My name is Jodi Buschur, and I've been with the company for a little bit over 5 years. Gosh, it'll almost be 5.5 years, so it's been quite the amazing journey. I was an interior designer before this when I found It Works, and for 18 years, and It Works retired me and brought me home to my 6 beautiful daughters. And so now I'm a work from home Nana. I have a granddaughter, one on the way. So I absolutely can't wait to share with you guys what this business has done for so many of us. And we are so fortunate to have our ambassador millionaire club, Ambassador Diamond Sarah Rankin. I'm so excited to have you on, Sarah. And thank you for taking time out of your crazy busy schedule of getting ready to be a new mama and build a new house. So thank you for joining us, and I can't wait for you to just pour into us. I think a lot of new people aren't quite sure what they have their hands on, so I'm excited for you to kind of share a little bit about that. I know that it's a true gift and a blessing just to make an impact in people's lives and be the solution to so many people's problems physically and financially and spiritually. So I'm just going to let you take it away. Tell us a little bit about your story, give us some good juju, and just get everybody pumped up for Audacious April. I tell everybody, our team is called Team Audacious, and so we always refer to April as Audacious April. So this is go time. I mean, we're already going, but it's gonna be an amazing month. So
this is your month for sure. And you guys, holy crap! First of all of you deserve stop right now what you're doing and pat yourself on the back. I can't be there to do it for you. I'm serious. I can see you. Who are you in the view? That's Brittany. Brittany, I can see you. Pat yourself on the back, girlfriend. Rachel, you too. I can see you guys. You can't act like you're not doing it, Cody. Seriously, you have to celebrate all of the wins. You're here. That's huge. Welcome. For those of you who are new, I'm Sarah Rankin. I'm your Ambassador Diamond Upline, and it's always so crazy to hear somebody else welcoming me because they always drop the Millionaire Club. And I'm like, I mean, I have the trophy. It's here. I'm building the Pinterest house. Like, it's real, but it's still so crazy because when I started this, I started just, first of all, to prove that the product didn't work. I was the personal trainer running a ladies' gym, and I just got angry enough. Honestly, a woman walked in, she handed me a Blitz card. So if you're new, this is a Blitz card. This changed my life. You owe it to yourself to get up, get obligated, and get out there and give this to people. I know it seems crazy. It's like, is it that simple? But literally, a woman walked into my gym, handed me this, and said, there's a big sticker. You can stick it on anywhere you want to, from your chin down, and it tightens, tones, and firms in 45 minutes. Now, I know none of you were skeptical, right? You all just believed it right from the get-go. That's how I was so skeptical. I thought there's absolutely no way. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I politely said no. Well, this card sat on my desk for the next 2 weeks, and every time I saw it, I just kept thinking about how mad that I was that she walked into my gym to tell me about this product. And then I started hearing that little voice that said, what if? What if it really did work? If it did work, it's your job to know about it. If it didn't work, it's your job to know about it. So what do you have to lose? Let's try this thing. So I gave her a call. It was about 2 weeks. She was super smart. She added me to Facebook. And so I was seeing that there was genuine interest in this product. I decided to give it a try, and you guys know how the story goes, right? I saw results in 45 minutes. It blew my freaking mind. Immediately I started saying, listen, Women's Health Magazine, Men's Health Magazine, Shape Magazine, Cosmopolitan, all the freaking ads in the world. And I was an advertising major in college. Nobody's talking about this crazy wrap thing. What the heck? I saw the golden egg. I saw it for what it was. And so at this point in my life, you know, I was in the peak of what was a downward spiral. I had dropped out of college, married at 18, divorced at 19, dropped out of college, 12 hours shy of my bachelor's degree to become a personal trainer. So I left advertising, left I studied Japanese, like left a legit corporate career path. And I was 12 hours away and said, I want to be a personal trainer. And then now all of a sudden I'm saying, hold the phone. I'm not just a personal trainer. I'm going to talk about this crazy rap thing. I can tell you it was probably the second time in my life that my grandfather seriously looked at me like he was really disappointed. I was like, you know what? It's okay. I'm a rap girl. I'm going to make $1 million. And I just believed right from the get-go that I had my hands on something special, that this product does what it says it was going to do. I had never heard of anything else out there like it. And we as humans are some of the most vain creatures, if not the most vain creature that ever existed on this planet, right? We care about what we look like, and it's never good enough. We beat ourselves up all day long. I saw it every day as a trainer. And more than that, I thought, you know what? The hardest part of my job was first getting you to the gym, right? Second of all was after we hit that goal, after you get to where you want to be, you look in the mirror and the damage that's left behind is equally as devastating, and you just don't feel that confidence that you deserve to feel after hitting that goal, right? So it became really clear to me very quickly that it was more about the way that people felt than what that number said. And it was more about how the confidence that they could embody. And I knew this product was going to do it. So long story short, because I've been with It Works now for 7 years, this July. I'm so excited to say that because July is a huge month for me. It's the month that we're expecting our first child. Charlotte will be gracing us with her presence. So July has been life-changing on more than one occasion so far. And long story short, I showed up to work 2 weeks later. My gym, it was closed. The doors were locked. My owner had been shut down for tax evasion. And so here I am at the peak of the bottom of my life. And I was given really two options. Go find another gym where you could put in another 70 hours a week and barely make it. And honestly, I was struggling to survive and struggling to be happy with where I was and where I was going. Or you could make this crazy rap thing, as crazy as it is, you could make it work. And I truly believed right off the bat that I could make $1 million if I could get this in the hands of the people who needed to hear about it. And if more people like me knew about it, then we could do something. And so I started off kind of with weird dynamics because you guys are sitting here and a lot of you are probably like, oh, you were a personal trainer, so that's easy. That's why you made $1 million. Well, everyone was pissed, you guys. My gym was closed. That was it. They lost their membership. My rapport went out the window. And you're not going to trust. I just took your gym membership collective from you. Literally, like dues were just due the month before. And now you've got nothing. Didn't matter that neither did I because they kept my last month's salary. So I really had no choice. You go live in your truck again or pay the rent with this crazy rap thing. So I hit the streets. I was ignorance on fire. And I think if I could tell you guys anything, it's you don't need to know. You don't need 7 years of knowledge to be successful in this business. Within my first 45 days, I went diamond. I put my head down. I said, hell yeah, let's go, hoorah, and ran. And all of my friends thought I was crazy. All of the people who I associated with, which looking back, I'm like, we were just a bunch of bar stars, right? We all met at the bar after a couple of rounds of Tito's, which let's be real, back then it was like whatever the well was. It wasn't Tito's. Now it's Tito's. I don't know what it was then. And they thought I was nuts, but I listened to what they told me to do. They said, give me 5 years. I'll teach you how to make $100,000 a month. And I thought, wait, a month? I couldn't even find a job with my almost bachelor's degree that was going to pay me that in a year, let alone have the opportunity to make that in a month. So right from the get-go, I took quitting off the table. I said, this is for me. I'm going to make it work. I don't know how in the hell I'm going to make it work. I've never done anything like this before, but I'm going to figure it out and I'm going to commit. I've never committed to anything. Like I said, I was a total screw up. I have quit everything I've ever tried. I hate that word. I quit everything I had ever signed up for and always wanted to fit in. And I found that place that works. And I'm so excited that you guys are here and I could talk for like 10 hours just on the 7-year journey, because there's so much growth and so much excitement and so many roadblocks and moments where you're like, ah! And then moments where you're like popping bottles and it's like you just freaking won the lottery in Vegas, and it's a roller coaster. It's crazy. So I could talk to you forever, but I think I'll leave it at I went diamond in 45 days, double diamond the 2 months after that. Got stuck there for a little bit, stuck in my head. It was all in my head. I just making more money than I had ever made before. I was making $5,000 a month. I was like, Colin, I'm doing awesome. And then this crazy thing happened where somebody said to me, but you're worth so much more. And I thought, but am I? And that's when I realized, like, whoa, we've got a problem. Because I didn't know that I was worth more. I had put this cap on how much Sarah was worth, right? But this business was saying you could do more. Mark Pentecost, our CEO, was saying you could do better. Pam, our co-founder, was like, I believe in you. I think you could be Ambassador Diamond. Nobody said I think, actually. She said you could be Ambassador Diamond. And so I would sit here and tell all of you that I know that you could be Ambassador Diamond. Now, I also know after 7 years that most of you won't, right? You'll quit. You'll get stuck. You'll let your mind stop you. But for those of you who are sitting here and you're like, no way, Jose, I'm going with you. I'm coming to the top. I know without a doubt that you can. And in the beginning, I didn't know. In the beginning, I knew that I could make $500 a month. In the beginning, and then I questioned that when nobody showed up to my first wrap party. I was like, I don't know, Jodi. Can I really do that $500 a month? But then I had another wrap party and one person showed up. And then I had another wrap party and 2 people showed up. And it just became this thing. And now here I am, Ambassador Diamond. I've made over $1.5 million in this business, and I'm not stopping. The mountain that seemed like a mountain is now a molehill. You know, I've got ambassador myself, presidential on my husband's account, and corporate was nice enough to say, here's a 3rd account, do it again. I call it Charlotte's account. Yeah. And she is Ruby, but she's 2 away from Diamond, and we've got the volume. We kicked ass last month. We didn't make it, but we were so close. And you know what? We're going to do it this month. I'm like claiming Diamond and then double. So we're running for it. I just got to help some more people go Ruby. And yeah, so what do you want to know?
You know what I love, Sarah, is, you know, we could sit here and be like, oh my gosh, you guys, welcome. It's going to be all these roses, and we can sugarcoat it and just be like, it's the most amazing thing ever, which it is. But I love that you're real and raw. I mean, the first time I heard the story about you driving around in your truck that you were living out of with a litter box in the back, I was like, oh my gosh, that would drive me enough to make me want to be successful.
It was terrible. I can't even imagine
what boxes smell like.
I lived in Ohio, so thankfully that was also the season during the winter. So now I live in Florida. I'm building my dream home. I've moved from my 1-bedroom apartment in Toledo, Ohio. It literally was in the parking lot of TGI Fridays. I could smell steak like that I couldn't afford wafting through my window on a nightly basis. And now I'm out here. I'm right across the street from Stony Brook, our Works golf course, and followed them down here just to live the dream life. And I can't imagine a cat box in the back of a truck out here. But it was bad, you know. I've let life get there. And so I know what it's like to be in the trenches, and I know what it's like to dig your way out. And I think the important thing is to know that no matter where you're starting, we all started there. We all started as a distributor. I didn't have a new distributor kit. You guys have all this fancy crap that we didn't have, but you know, with those golden wraps and an opportunity to do something big. And a lot of you were probably like myself, where you were praying at night for a way out, for a different life, for the answer, for a way to pay your bills, for a way to get your head above water, for a way to go on vacation, for a way to lose 10 pounds, 50 pounds, 100 pounds, whatever it was. More than likely, you prayed for this, you wanted this, and you're here. And
Amber,
I'm
I read
excited.
your lips. Amber said amen. I read her lips.
You're here. And Amber, you've been kicking ass too, sister. You guys, it's just so awesome. Jodi, I was trying to find that number in the back office. You keep telling me to look it up. So is it the thing that says records in organization details?
Reports and then organization details, and up in the very top corner.
614,955.
615,000.
Yeah.
So you guys, that number that Sarah just said, 615,000. So this number is the amount of lives. See, this makes me emotional thinking about this. That's the amount of lives that have been impacted because Sarah said yes to a Blitz card.
Isn't that insane?
And 15,000 people. That is customers and distributors in 7 years that have been impacted by It Works because Sarah said yes to a Blitz card.
Guys, that's over 500,000 people. I want to see what that would look like. That's more than that showed up for the inauguration.
Right. I'm just so excited.
Even Obama's, okay? And that place was packed. When Obama was
I announced the other night at my Cincinnati team meeting when I was down with Brittany and Sam and all their amazing people that I'm almost at 15,000 in 5 years. So like to me, that's because I said yes, you know? Mm-hmm. And because you said yes, we're all here. So I'm just like, that number is just so amazing because you're right. Like so many of us prayed for a way out. We prayed for help financially. We prayed for help physically. We were in pain. We were tired. We were tired of being sick and tired. We were, we wanted to get our pre-baby mama belly, baby body back.
I think the big thing now is you guys stop searching.
Yes.
And just create yourself. Decide who you're going to be. Because this woman that you're talking to today, like who I was 7 years ago is a shadow. I had no idea. I did not know how. I knew why. And I knew what I must do. I knew what had to change. I knew that I wasn't going to go back. I knew that I wanted more. It took me some time to learn that I deserved more, that I was worthy of more, and to actually believe that. And I still have to talk myself through that sometimes so it doesn't just go away. But the one thing I can tell you is that this organization has brought together some of the most amazing people with the biggest hearts. Like I guarantee you I could go down the line right now and be like, Rachel, Amanda, Chelsea, Shelby, what's on your heart? What's your dream? If money were no object, what would you do? And you all would have something amazing. It wouldn't just be a debt-free family. It wouldn't just be have a new home. It wouldn't just be drive a nice car. It wouldn't just be give back a little more. Each and every one of you probably have a dream that's buried deep in there, and you might not even know it yet. Because for me, It Works uncovered all of these dreams. Every time I ranked up, every time when I hit Ruby, I was like, wait, $500 a month? My first check was $525 because I went, like I said, I was running, I was ready. So $525 that first month, and I was like, okay, what if I do it again? And that's when I went diamond. I found somebody who actually brought Jodi in shortly thereafter. It brought us together that wanted to run with me. And so we locked arms. So we started running. And then Mark Pentecost looked at me in Toledo, Ohio, and he said, I'll see you in Florida. And that meant that I had to promote to double diamond the very next month. And I was like, what? How? What? And then he expected something from me, and I had never had that from someone before. So I said, I have to be in Florida. I have to go. And I started talking to people and following what we know now as the steps to success. Then it was a crapshoot. They handed you a diamond chart, and I said, go. Now we have the steps to success that I've broken it down. Step 1, get started. All of you did that. Step 2, focus on your first 4 customers. I'm not talking 4, that's minimum, right? You're not going to be in the Millionaires Club by focusing on 4 customers. It's 4 customers for the rest of your freaking life, okay? Always 4 customers. And when you sign 4 customers, it's going to be another 4 customers. When you sign another 4 customers, you're going to want another 4 customers. You never stop with the customers. I personally have over 600 that have said yes to trying this product during my career that I know of, right? There are some of those that have fallen through the cracks. So Step 2 is those loyal customers. And step 3 is let's find some people just like me, just like you. Look at us. We're not that crazy. There's quite a few of us on here on a Wednesday night talking about it. So we know what's up. Something's happening. Who else are the crazy ones? Let's find them. And the way to do it is to light your hair on fire and get out there and talk to people about this thing. We've got 35 different products here in the US. If you're in another country, we're bringing them all to you. The bigger you go and the faster you grow, the more you're going to get. But we have all these amazing products. The one thing I can tell you is nobody has ever called me and said, Sarah, I want to have a vitamin party. It's never happened. I would love it because I am uber passionate about the greens, about It's Vital, literally about pretty much every product because I love them all. But nobody calls for that. They call because they want to know, does that thing really work? Lead with the wrap. And once you get in the door and you're talking about the wrap and they're feeling that tingle on their belly or they're seeing those results because they came your customer, that's when you can say, and you know what? You really need some greens too. You can start building packages. But I don't know. I'm rambling now, Jodi. You have to stop me.
Yeah. Sarah and I were talking about that a lot this week because, you guys are making these simple posts. We talk about keeping your posts simple and keeping them more to the point. And so if you're saying, who wants to lose 10 pounds by summer. And if they message you and say, I do, and you don't just start with a ThermoFit, find out their real health goals. What are they? How's your energy levels? How's your eating habits? How's your exercise? Be the coach, be the friend. Don't just try to sell something. I made a post last week about ThermoFit. Who wants to speed up their metabolism, suppress their appetite, curb their cravings? Every person that messaged me wanted to lose 20 pounds or more. Well, they're not going to do that just with ThermoFit. So every single one of them is on the system. I went from a $39 product to a $147 product because I cared, because I asked them their goals. I asked them how committed they were. I asked them if they would journal, if they would take pictures, if they would stay in contact with me, and they were committed. And so we went from a $39 product to, like I said, to the $147 because you have to care. Like, you have to be there for them. This is not just being in sales. This is about sharing. This is about creating relationships. And I'm following up with all of them. So that's something that's so important. You can always come down. If 147 is not in their budget, you can always come down. But guess what? Every one of them told me, well, I want to be able to have a cheat meal on the weekend and not feel guilty for it. Boom. That fighter's on top of the 147. It's how you present it to them and how confident. You guys, we have some of the most valuable products out there on the market. You should have the utmost confidence in our company and our products to be able to feel confident saying the result system is where it's at. It work system is where it's at. This is what you need to do if you're serious. So,
and you don't have to know all the things. Like if you've got a product catalog, you know all the things. Mm-hmm. Ask the question, and then you can look here and you can go, okay, well, the defining gel is going to help tighten, tone, and firm the appearance of your skin. So she said she was having trouble with the back of her thighs, or he said he hit a plateau at the gym, and I'm looking here. It looks like, the system is going to be his best option because he's going to have the cleanse, which is going to jumpstart him. It says the cleanse has a 2-day body reset to help it rebalance. And the greens bring your body to an alkaline state. When I first started, guys, here's how I started to learn about the products, because I didn't come into this. You might think like personal trainer, she knew what she was talking about. I was just telling Josh today, to get your ISSA certification, you take 1 to 2 nutrition classes, just like a doctor, right? Medical professional. We're not a culture that's talking about nutrition on a regular basis. We're talking about results, people. That's why we're not giving 2 licks about what's happening in the planet. We're like, build another factory, make it faster, smarter, this and that. It's a microwave society. And so when I started with It Works, I didn't really know how awesome these products were until people started trying them and giving me their testimony. And I was like, wait a second. These greens change people's lives. And all of a sudden I started building this confidence. Not only was I seeing and feeling the results myself, because I was a product of the product, and I was broke as a joke when I started. So I literally only started with wraps and greens. And then I think I added on fat fighters because I was loving Miller Lite at that point in my life. And that was an easy one to talk about at the bar, right? That's where I spent a lot of my time. That's where I met a lot of new people, a lot of new distributors, and we knew how to tear it up. Whatever your thing is. If you're a teacher, I'm telling you, take the greens. Put an essential oil diffuser on your desk. Find the ways to implement the products with your budget, with what you have right now, to get them infused in your life so you can share it. But then make it your mission to find out what these products do. I'm not saying you have to sit here and Google every single ingredient. So what I did when I started is I actually became a docu junkie, right? A docu junkie on Netflix. And so once a week, me and my team would sit down and we would watch a movie that was going to help us understand. And the first movie that did it for us was called Food Matters. And basically what it did is it revolutionized how we talk about the greens, because we didn't really understand the power of all of your fruits, vegetables, whole grains, phytonutrients, live enzymes, like all of this amazingness, nutrients packed into these greens. So make it your mission that you don't need to know everything. Action is everything right now. Knowledge is the potential for power, but action trumps knowledge always. If you're out there and you're talking about this and somebody asks you a question and you don't know, you say, that's a great question. I'm going to holler at my girl Jodi, who's been with the company for a long time. I'm going to get the answer for you. What's your phone number? I'll shoot you a text as soon as I find out. Or, you know what I mean? And just be humble in that regard, because I didn't start knowing everything. I could sit here and answer any objection you throw at me now confidently, any product question. And if I didn't know, honestly, it's a waste of time to know all that information to try to please somebody that I might run into one day. And Google is a super powerful tool. So it'll take me 3 minutes. I'll find the answer. I'll get back to you. Just be you and run with it, and know that you have the opportunity to make this business work if you focus on the steps to success. It's all about taking that action. And like Jodi said, building that relationship with people who are potentially your customers, your referral sources, your network, your prospects. Like everyone that I meet, my goal is they know what I do and I leave a good taste in your mouth. And if I don't, it's typically because there's only so many. I would rather be somebody's shot of whiskey than everyone's cup of tea, right?
I love that. I love that. And you just brought up something that Cody had asked, what would you do? What would you do when trying to sign a potential DT? So answer that. And then I have some questions for you.
Potential distributor. Well, if I'm offering you the business, I know why. So I have 3 questions and I beat them like a dead horse every day. I ask them to myself. I ask them to my team. I ask them to my potentials, to my prospects, to my customers, to people that I just meet out and about. It's like the 3 questions that I have to know about you when I meet you. And it's, what do you want? So I'm going to guide the conversation to talk to them about what they want. Now, if you already know that they're a potential distributor, I'm assuming that you already know what they want. Maybe they've posted on Facebook that they want to make more money, that they hate their job, they wish they had more time. But if you don't, that's the first question I'm trying to answer. What do you want? The second question I'm trying to answer, and I'm answering this myself, right? So I'm having the conversation with you and I might be like, Cody, how long have you been working where you're at? Or what do you do? How long have you been working there? Do you like it? Yes or no? Now, right there, boom, that becomes a crossroad of where I'm going to go with this question. If you like your job, then I'm like, why do you like it? That's so refreshing to hear. Not many people like their job anymore. So tell me, why do you love it? And then I'm going to try to help relate this business to what you love, if I can, if it's right for you. So what do you want? Next question is why? Why do they want it? What's going on? They want to make more money? Why? Your job, you hate it, not getting paid enough, your boss is taking advantage of you, this is going on with your kids or your family, you're in debt up to your eyeballs, your student loans are drowning you, you can't afford that second car that you just had to buy for the family. Listen, you focus on asking just simple questions and caring enough about what's the best decision for them. Your job is simple. Should they be a customer or should they be a distributor? That's it. Now your job after that is to talk to every single person you know and figure out, should they be a customer or should they be a distributor? Or there's that category of neither, right? There is the category of neither. Some people it means no just means not right now. And then there's some people that you're like, I'm going to put this one over here. I'm never going back there again. So what do you want? Why do you want it? And then I don't usually ask what's stopping you unless I've already talked to them about the business, but what's holding them back? You know, if they want to make more money because they need to pay off their debt, or because, let's just go worst case scenario, because their child is sick and you need to be able to pay the bills and take care of your child, you know, what's stopping you from doing that? Why isn't it happening? Or in this case, I would say, I've got the answer. You're going to join my business. We're going to get this $10,000 bonus. And if they're like, I don't know, that's when I want to know what's stopping you. What's holding you back? Cody, you told me that what you wanted was this, and why you wanted it was this. And I'm here with the answer. I'm telling you, you're going to sign up. We're going to focus on your first 4 customers. We're going to start building your team, and then we're going to do it again. So our first goal, we're going to focus on $500 a month at Ruby. And then we'll work our way up the ladder. If your long-term goal is to make $3,000 a month, we're going to do it by following these steps. But let's start here. What's holding you back from getting started with me today? And I honestly want to know the answer to that question, because is it something that I haven't said? Did I maybe not answer? I'm a blue personality. If you don't know the color personalities, I'm all over the place. Mm-hmm. I'm blue, yellow. I love people, but I have ADD and I like to have fun, right? And so I typically can miss answering a question for somebody that they want to know, because I don't need to know all the details. I don't care. Nobody sent me the compensation plan. I found out this product worked. I decided I was going to make money. Boom. That's it. That's all I needed. You didn't have to say, hey, Sarah, here's what's in the wraps, or what do you think about this? Or can I send you our 20-page compensation plan? If you would have done that, I'd have been like, who's this joker? They trying to do? And if you would have talked to me for 2 seconds, you'd see I didn't know that. I didn't need to know any of that. I didn't care. But if you ask that question, what's holding you back? Typically, you'll get the answer. Sometimes it's you. And that's when you need to be you.
I don't have time to do. I don't have time to do this business. I'm so busy.
You know what's awesome is I was so busy starting this out, and it makes this business so much easier because you are already bouncing around like a crazy person all day, meeting new people, running from place to place. It makes it so easy to slap a sticker on the back of your window and drop off a coupon. Or me, I'm full time. I have to fill my schedule with things to do, right? Because I don't have to go to the doctor. I don't have to go to the grocery store. I don't have to go get gas. I'm not running the kids around from baseball game to baseball game. I'm not doing any of that. I have to fill my schedule. And I just talked to them about how awesome it is to be that busy, because I don't want someone who has nothing to do but sit on the freaking couch.
Love it.
I don't. I want somebody who's out there, bing, 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 bouncing around like a crazy person, or willing to, right?
Yeah. I think one of the funniest things is, and you can respond to this. So you're talking to somebody and they say, oh my gosh, I don't have the money. I don't have the money to do something like that.
Jodi, do you mind if I ask you, this is a personal question. And this might be something I send in a voice message, because I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to channel my yellow. I don't want you to feel like I'm attacking you or trying to make you feel crazy. I want to know how long $100 has been a problem for you.
And most of the time,
they're going to tell me. Most of the time it's been a problem for a real long effing time, right? And so that's the point where I'm like, how long are we going to keep letting this be a problem? If you're anything like me, all you needed was an opportunity. What's holding you back? Cody, you told me you wanted a way out. I'm giving you a way out. Why haven't you joined me? What's going on? And that's when you're going to get hit with the objections. And the money one is my favorite, because really, you guys know, it comes down to priorities. Sometimes people get comfortable being broke, and sometimes people get comfortable being broken, and sometimes people get comfortable being stuck. I was not one of those people. You guys are not one of those people. That's why you're here. Don't try to fix anyone or save anyone. There are 1,000,010 sob stories out there. There are 10 million tragedies, foundations, causes, things that you can get caught up trying to save. The only way that you can make this business work for you and give back and make this ripple effect that me and Jodi have created is by putting yourself first and saying, crap, I was going somewhere. It was so good. And then my ADD kicked in.
Bring it back. No, one of my favorites though is to say, oh my gosh, so tell me about your plan B that, is going to help you fix that. What's what's your plan B to change that over the next year, not having the money, you know? And most of the time they're like, well, I don't have one, you know? And so.
Oh, I got it. I'm back.
Did it bring
it was, don't be the life raft. Be the lighthouse. Don't sit here and drag your boat down trying to save everyone. Show them where to go. Show them how to do it. Use social media. Use this business to get out there and change your situation, and people are going to come around. I mean, it's been 7 years now, and I still get people who tell me, oh, I should have started with you 7 years ago. And I was like, no, you should start with me now.
Right.
7 years ago, you weren't ready. Today, you're ready. And today, this company is ready because we're banging. 7 years ago, we were like scrambling to get our shit together. We were like, wrap shortage. What are we going to do?
Oh, that was right after I came in. We had a wrap shortage. We had wrap parties with no wraps. You guys think
yes, literally no wraps. I was using a dried out wrap. Like, you just put this thing on and it's amazing. It's so amazing. We have none of them. So here's a loyal customer for this is how you're going to get in line. Like, people line up for the iPhone, right? We just turned it into line up for your wraps.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Ethan just read my mind, because this was my next objective. So what about when people say, I don't know anyone, or I'm not good at talking to anyone?
Well, when you say I don't know anyone, I always ask, are you willing to meet them? It's just the simplest question, because if you're willing to meet them, let's do it. Right. If you're like, no, I don't like people, I'm like, this is definitely not the business for you. And I think you should start out as a customer.
Mm-hmm. But I think a lot of people, you know, that's when social media can be huge for a lot of people, because I think, you know, they can create relationships that way. But
you don't have to be crazy outgoing like me and be willing to run up to anyone and talk to them in the gas station, but you do have to be willing to open your mouth any way you look at it, whether that means from behind your computer screen or out there in the real world. And I'll tell you, there's no easier way to walk in and build a Ruby than a wrap party.
Right.
You can sit here and post and post and post and fish and fish and fish and wait and honestly hesitate to take responsibility for your business, or you can go out there and you can get it and you can seize absolutely every moment that's given to you to build something that's awesome. Or you can walk, you can post and wait and see if somebody magically signs up. But for me, I've always had to go get it.
Yeah. And I think too, a lot of people, when they say that, and I started asking them like you did, well, let me see how many friends you have on Facebook. And it's usually like 2,000 or 3,000
right.
friends.
Or, I'm not good at talking to people, or somebody said, I'm shy. I have one, I know she's watching. She was like, I'm not good at talking to people. I'm not outgoing. I'm not a go-getter. I was like, when you joined me, you sent me a text and said, I'm somebody who wants to join your team. And then you FaceTimed me. She FaceTimed me. Nobody's ever FaceTimed me to join my team before. I was like, who's this girl? Hey. And then she started telling me I'm not a go-getter. And I was like, that's when it comes down to that's where we go back to this, the mindset, the monkey brain. What's happening from here to here that's keeping you from getting here? You know, eventually you're going to be sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you'll get tired of listening to your damn self. Because I can self-sabotage like anyone else. I can cut myself down into 1,010 pieces. I can guilt. Ooh, guilt. I'm good at that one. I can feel guilt for anything if I allow myself. And that's when it just comes down to speaking in truth, because the truth is you are capable. And you can talk to people. And so I just like, if they're talking to me, I'll say, well, I don't really know you that much, Ethan, and you're talking to me, you're asking a question right now. I think that's a huge start. Jen Zay, you guys, a lot of you know her, love her to death. She's one of my triple diamonds. When she was with me, she said, I don't have time for this. And I said, well, do you check your Facebook? She goes, yeah. I said, do you send text messages and have time to reply to them? And she's like, yes. I was like, then you have time to start this business. If you've got an hour a week, you've got 10 hours a week. All we have to do is work smarter with that time, right? This doesn't have to be a 40-hour-a-week position. We have to figure out how to take what you've got and make the best of it. Some people will just give you excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse. But some people, You just have to outwit them because they're so used to making these self-limiting, essentially, questions. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do that. They've been stuck in that pattern. I have to break that pattern for myself quite often. But 7 years ago, I didn't know how to do that, right? And now I do. Most people don't. So for me, I just like to ask the questions that break the pattern for them.
Yeah, I love it. And, you know, we talk all the time about how we can sit here all night long and tell you how to do your steps to success, how to blitz, how to do parties. We can sit here all night long and tell you that, but that's only 20% of your success. 80% of it is psychological. 80% of it comes down to mindset, knowing that you're worth it, you know, believing that you can do it. Elaborate a little bit on that, Sarah.
I mean, why not you? You're here for a reason. You signed up for a reason. If you were worried about being crazy, you sure as hell wouldn't have signed up to sell a crazy rap thing. Like, the word crazy is right in it, right? We have crazy numbers, a crazy product, crazy faith, crazy backbone, crazy success, crazy that they live debt-free, that we live debt-free, that we promote debt-free. Go look at any other company. They're telling you to take out a small business loan. You want to sell leggings, you better have 10 grand to get started and carry 125 pieces in stock every month. There's a lot of companies out there who set you up to fail. We set you up for success. We set you up to focus on your future. We set you up to keep growing. And so all you have to ask yourself is, why not me? Why couldn't I have enough money left at the end of the month to go on vacation? Why wouldn't I be able to pay for my family? Like, who tricked you into this idea that playing small was going to serve you or anyone else? Because there's nothing good comes from you playing small and staying in your comfort zone. Not a single damn thing. But amazing, crazy things can happen, like 614,955 people saying hell yeah, because you decided to say yes and not let fear get in the way. It comes down to, what do you want? Those three questions. What do you want? Why do you want it? And what's stopping you? And the answer is always you. It's never anyone else. So the real question is, what do you want? What do you really want? In the beginning, for me, I wanted to pay my freaking rent. Don't talk to me about anything else except putting food on my table. That's what I want. I want to not struggle anymore, damn it. I want to have some money in the bank at the end of the month. I don't want to have to sweat when I swipe my card at the grocery store. And if I see somebody who needs help, I want to be able to help.
Amen.
You guys see anything wrong with that?
Exactly.
And then after that, it became, well, what if I want to give more? What if I want to be able to give in a month what I used to be able to give in a year? What if I want to give 3 times that? What if I want to give as much as I used to make? Right? And then if I am making that much money, then you better believe I want to save all of the kittens, all of the puppies, definitely the dolphins. And we've got to start talking about this food situation, right? Like, all of these dreams just start popping out of you. And you're like, at the end of the day, you know, you're here for a reason and there's a purpose, and money might be the only thing getting in the way. Or maybe for you, that purpose, that reason is your family, your children, to be an example, to build a legacy. And the best way for you to do it is to believe in yourself and to be an example. You know, I always tell my moms, and now I can relate with you guys so much more, and dads, not to cut out the awesome, amazing fathers out there, that we've got to be the example for these kids. We've got to show them that you can do anything you set your mind to. And I never want for a second my daughter to question her self-worth or what she's capable of, or to think crazy, insane thoughts that I've thought myself, like, you can't do that. You are not good enough for that. That's for them, not for you. I want her to know that anything that she wants, dang it, if she works hard enough, she can get it. And the only way she's going to learn that is by witnessing that in her life. And thankfully, she's got one determined mama who, you know, all of you are a fighter. Every single one of you. You've been through adversity, sickness, disease, craziness, chaos, poverty, back, right? You beat the odds when you were born. There's like, I don't know, a million sperm or something, and you're the one. Like, you just have to know, and you might not know how, but as long as you know why, the how starts to come together, because it's not about a lack of resources in this business. There is literally 1,010,000 ways that we could talk about to grow your network, to grow your business, to get yourself out there, to make new friends. There are literally millions and millions and millions and millions of people who want this product. If there's anyone who could demonstrate that, it would be me, who over 500,000 people want what I have, right? What I said yes to all that time ago, I just proved to you. There's the number in the back office. It's legit. That's not the question. And the question isn't, does it work? We're a $1 billion company, you guys. That's not a question anymore. When people say, I don't believe in that, I'm like, we're not talking about the tooth fairy. This is a $1 billion company, debt-free company, Christian-based company with kick-ass products that over the past, since 2001, so 16 years, have proven time and time and time and time again, 9-to-1 customer to distributor ratio, meaning people want what we have. It's no question, does it work? The question is, what do you want? Why do you want it? And what the hell are you going to let get in the way? Defeat is temporary. Failure is forever. Failure is who you are. If you decide to just, that's it, I'm done with these stupid dreams, I'm not going after it, that's failure. For me, defeat is when I have a wrap party and nobody shows up. And you know what I do? I take selfies of that wrap party because I'm wearing that shirt. And I'm going to wrap myself. And then I'm going to go live on Facebook and wrap with them. And I'm going to act like there's 15 people sitting in front of me. And I'm going to rock that Facebook Live. And I'm going to just make the most of this dang situation. We're going to try again tomorrow, damn it. Just keep going.
Exactly. And where can you start a business for $99, run it for $80 a month, which remember is a tax write-off, and make $1 million in a couple of years? Even if it takes 10 years, where can you do that? Where can you get $340,000 in bonuses in your first 20 months just for working your butt off, you know?
Jodi, these bonuses are absolutely audacious is the word. Holy cow. You guys, they have the next 2 years mapped out for you where you can literally $340,000 collectively. That's absolutely insane. Tell me any other company, not just network marketing company. I'm talking Coca-Cola, Chevy. Go to the biggest of the biggest of the biggest and tell me which one's going to give you $340,000 in signing bonuses to do your damn job over the next 2 years. You're not going to find one. Tell me where you can go and you can add $2, $3, $5, $10, $15, $20,000 to your check in the matter of a month. You can. In the matter of 6, you can. In the matter of a year, 2 years, 5 years, 7 years, you can. I love to it. I think it was Sherry Lynn Ocala on stage at a conference said, it took me 7 months to get to Ruby, and now here I am collecting my Millionaires Club trophy. Do you think I care how long it took me to get to Ruby?
Right.
She didn't stop. She kept going. When you, it doesn't matter. The days are long, the years are short. If you keep going, you're 10,000 steps ahead of anyone next to you. And you know, Amanda asked a question that said she had somebody who's, had a team and the team fell apart and they won't come to parties. She's reached out to them. What would I suggest for the best course of action? Amanda, drop the dead weight. That's it. I've got 3 boats: gold boat, silver boat, empty boat. If you're on the gold boat, you're doing. You're showing up, you're plugging in, you're asking questions, you're talking to people. It doesn't mean that you necessarily have to be signing loyal customer and distributor like crazy, but you're plugged in, you're with me, we're rowing together, right? Then there's the silver boat. The silver boat, they're like, they're going to dabble. Maybe they sign a couple customers here and there. But like, they haven't quit. They're cool. You call them at the end of the month. You're like, hey, you're close to the 400 club. And they're like, cool. I got someone who's got 5 fighters. I got it. That's my silver boat. And then there's the empty boat. My goal is to let go of the empty boat. If you're on the silver boat, get you on the gold boat. And me and the gold boat, we're freaking rowing. We are rowing, and we are rowing as fast as we can. If we have to check on you on the way back around, we will. And when you're ready to work this business, I'm ready to run with you. But until then, doesn't matter what you used to have. It matters what you want tomorrow. And so it's just time to get up and get working. I have to tell you, this is my 3rd time building my 2.0 team. So close to Diamond. So close to Diamond. Damn it. so close to Diamond. And that's where we're at right now. So we're like, wait, it's here. The team, we're going to do this. Like, we're moving forward. We are climbing. But every month, moving forward just a little bit. That never changes. I'm 7 years in. I'm doing the same thing. Build a Ruby, build another Ruby. Build a Ruby, build another Ruby. Build a Ruby, build another Ruby. Have a wrap party, have another wrap party. Go to a network meeting, go to another network. It's my full-time job.
Yeah.
Right? $37,000 a month. Do you think I question whether or not you want to do this business? No. You don't have time for whatever his name is. If he's ready to come around, you're ready to run with him. But until then, you say beep, beep, and take off. Run like hell.
Yeah. I know. And I've had so many people asking me over the 3 years that I've been a Triple Diamond, how close are you to presidential? I'm almost there. I've been saying it. I'm almost there, and I'm still almost there, And like you said, the only option, you can give up or you can push through every roadblock. You can just keep moving forward, be better than who you were yesterday. And like you said, you don't have to make it a 40-hour a week, but you get to choose. You get to choose.
Jodi, that's still 1% of the company. If you guys are even wrapping your head around, let's say Ruby, right? That is a huge step in this company. Most people won't. That's just the nature of the beast. How many jobs have you quit? How many teams have you quit? How many hobbies have you quit? How many stupid workout things have you bought and not done? Like, think of all of the things that you have quit on a personal level. Does it come to any shock to you that somebody might quit this business? No. Who cares? I know when Denise Walsh just said on stage that she got stuck because she started looking at the numbers. She started looking at the people who weren't here anymore and forgot about the ones that were. For me, I'm focused on the one that does show up to the wrap party, because you know what? That one person was meant to be in that room with me alone. We were meant to talk about that. And if I have friends who are supposed to come on a trip and one shows up, it's meant to be the one person. If nobody shows up, I'm supposed to be on that trip and meet somebody that I don't even know yet, right? Everything is happening exactly the way that it's supposed to be. And if you just take action, you just keep moving forward, you just decide to get better, you just decide to talk to more people about this business, you just decide to put the wrap on one more person, that's when you just start to see results. That's when you just start moving forward. And all it takes is that just, right? Because I'm just going to stop by that wings place and talk to those server. Led every single freaking one of you today to this call. All because I went to a place that I used to work at, sat at the damn bar for like 4 hours trying to get these girls to rap with me. They're like, no, we've got something to do. We're going to go work a festival. And I was like, I don't have anything to do. I'll go to the festival. Where's the festival? They could not get rid of me. I got the rap on somebody. It worked. Duh. I told you it was going to work. That person told someone. That person told someone who found Jodi, who found you guys, right? This is crazy. It's all happening the way that it's supposed to be. There's nothing wrong with you. Like I said at the beginning of this call, stop searching and just decide. Who do you want to be? What do you want to do? What do you want to make happen? The steps are simple. Running the business is simple. Do. And don't just post on Facebook and think that that's asking people to join your business or try your product. Don't just add random strangers in cold message and think that you're going to build your ambassador diamond. Are there ways to work the system and make social media work for you? Abso-freaking-lutely. Pick one and start learning how to become better every single day. And if you focus on one platform for 1 year, you're going to master that platform. And next year, you can master another one. And the year after that, you can master another one. But find the one thing that works for you and freaking run it. Run it as hard as you can. For me, it's always been all the things. Jodi, I know you're like me. We're like, let's do expos, events, networking. I want to meet people. I want to make friends. I want to go belly to belly. I talk to my server. I'll put up I've got some little lead boxes I just ordered on Amazon. I got to decorate them and get them out at some local businesses to get some leads out there. I have my Blitz cards on. I have my wrap shirt on. I've got a sticker on the back of my car. I'm covered up in a Networks blanket right now. I only eat the green M&Ms. Like, I do all of the things. But, yeah.
I love it. And the beauty of all of this is is that you are in business for yourself, but not by yourself. We have the most amazing supportive team. We have an amazing upline support. The company gives us our tools. They give them to us. It's just whether or not you choose to be in the right frame of mind and to take this opportunity and share it with others. It's a gift. Do you guys like to receive gifts? Yes. How dare you be the one who decides whether or not somebody gets this gift? So I tell my team, I pray for them every day that God puts people in their path who need this product, who needs this company, or who just needs us as a friend. And you guys don't know who that is. You have to everybody.
I go a little bit further than that at night. I've kind of had the same prayer, and I dig deeper now on it. But in the beginning, it just started out with, put these people in my path, but help me be smart enough to recognize who they are. Give me the courage to walk up and say something, and give me the words that they need to hear.
Yes. Help them
every day. Every single person that walks by me, I'm like, crap, that's them. And then when you feel that little fear, you're like, but I asked for the courage. And then you're like, but what the hell am I going to say? You're like, but I can't give me the words. And then I just, bleh, and it works or it doesn't. We're friends or we're not. It goes somewhere or it doesn't. But at least I took that bold step in faith, right? Audacious April. That's what this is about. You guys being audacious and in your dreams, in your pursuit of your dreams, in your prayers, be bold and freaking make it happen. We're going to have a team Zoom tomorrow night too, where I've got some girls on who just, crushed it. Like, steps to success are one thing. These chicks, I'm talking, like, signed up 30, one's 39 distributors, 40 loyal customers, another one's 31 customers, 7 distributors, like insanity. And you're sitting here wondering how. They didn't know how. They knew they were going to take action, and they knew why. And that's what you're going to hear tomorrow night too, is that they knew why. They said, all right, I'm going to send this message. What are they going to say? I don't know, but I know why I'm sending it.
And I love it because Keisha even said, I decided I was going to sign 25 customers. And what did she end up signing?
31.
31. Yeah.
And she called me and she goes, I just haven't been able to sign any distributors. And I said, it's because you said you were only going to sign customers. And she's like, oh. And so I was like, well, turn that around. Say you're going to go sign some distributors. And then bam, she pulled out 7. It was like,
because she decided.
Because she decided. She said, all right, I'm going to go sign some distributors.
Yeah. And she had no fear, and she had nothing holding her back.
Feel the fear and do it anyways. The fear's, if it's there, feel it and do it anyways. Let that be your addiction, because nothing good happens in your comfort zone. Mm-hmm. Everything's outside of it. You start to feel the nerves shaking, and your pit's getting sweaty, and your mind is racing. That's your body's way of telling you that it's time to grow. That's your body's way of telling you. Your brain's job is to keep you safe, right? That's why you don't step out in front of a moving bus every day. Because you're smart. Your brain says, don't do it. That's hot. Don't touch, right? Its job is to keep you safe. So the fact that it's working against you when you're trying to do something crazy, audacious that you've never done before, that's its job. It's not here to help you in that regard. That's when you have to break out of your comfort zone and really listen to your heart and take those steps in faith and say, all right,
girls, be quiet.
I'm going to do this.
Love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. We're almost, I think we're probably at our hour. Yep, we're at our hour. You just blow me away every time. Every time we have a conversation, every time you get on here, it's just, I learn more from you every time. And I'm so truly grateful for you and all that you bring to the table and being real with us. I'm so grateful for that, and just for your support. I just absolutely love you. And just a minute. Girls, I'm on a Zoom. Be quiet. My girls are having quite the conversation. They just got out of the shower. I didn't know if you guys could hear them. I'm like, but no, I just do. Real life, right? Anybody can be a rap girl, especially a busy mom. You bring so much to the table, and I just thank you for everything. So you guys, while you're on here, I think we should announce the winner of our contest. My team had a contest this month, and the winner gets Sarah Rankin.
Yeah.
The winner gets Sarah Rankin, a coaching call, and a gift card as well. So my team kicked booty. And so I just want to run through and congratulate everybody. First of all, shout out to Tammy Reisner. I'm not sure if she's still on here, but she texted me. She signed 2 customers while she was on the Zoom tonight. So
yeah, Tammy.
I know. She's a little customer signing machine. So I just want to congratulate everybody for working so hard on all teams, not just my team, but everybody who pulled it out and killed it. And yeah. And so I just want to say, let's keep running with the momentum. Let's keep going. Let's make April even more of an amazing month than what March was, and just keep running, because it's so true that when momentum's up, that's the time to keep going. Don't get complacent. Don't be so excited that you finally met your goal. Just keep running and keep changing lives and keep doing your steps to success. And if you want to go for your bonuses, then do more of it. Like Joel said, we just talked to more people and we did it twice as much, So I want to congratulate my 5th place winner is Amber Mott. Woo-hoo! Congrats, Amber. Kicked butt. So I have some goodies for you. Gina, you are our 4th place winner, Gina Riesenberg. So I have some awesome gifts for you as well. 3rd place goes to Rachel Randall. I saw her on here. Yay! She's standing there with her baby. Good job. You get some goodies from the It Works store. Oh, look at her baby. 2nd place goes to Miss Casey, who has been running like crazy. Where are you? I see you.
Yay.
I'm so proud of you.
I think I'm going to puke when you're saying this.
What's that?
I felt like I was going to puke. I'm like, okay.
You did it! Woo!
Yay! Casey gets a $50 gift card.
Oh, nice.
And our grand prize winner, who totally blew me away in March, our Ashley Miller. You are a rock star, girlfriend. 21 years old, been in the business 43 days, promoted to Ruby, kicked booty, and was on the phone with me nonstop, had so successful launch parties, just running with this. Not to mention her and her mom have lost over 50-some pounds. I don't even know what their count's up to, 54, 55, 56. They are just inspiring so many people. So Ashley, congrats. You get a coaching call with Miss Sarah. I know you're so excited about it. And a gift card
Jodi,
as well.
will you text her my number, and then Ashley, you can text me.
Absolutely. She's gonna, And you guys, she's a 21-year-old college student, junior in college. So anybody can do this, you guys. She is just running like crazy, and she's just being an inspiration. She's a product of the product and kicking butt.
I started when I was 24. If I would have gotten started 4 years sooner, I'd be Black Diamond right now.
Wow. We are your Black Diamond team, girlfriend. So just so you know, we're going with you. Yes, absolutely. So I can't wait to be on stage with everybody and I think that's going to be the most rewarding thing, is just keep watching all of you walk across stage, knowing that because I said yes, you guys are on stage, and because Sarah said yes,
that's when you know that you have succeeded. Like I got to where I am because of my team. But the minute we started popping ambassadors too, that's when I was like, all right, I'm doing this right. Like there's other people winning. That's when you know you're successful. For me, success wasn't getting that ambassador trophy. That's when I looked at my team. I was like, you guys, look what you did. Like,
that's amazing. And I always say, you guys are here for a reason. God did not put this in your path, for you not to be successful. And he's already given you everything it takes. You just have to run with it. You just have to work. You just have to believe. You have to know that you're in the right place at the right time for the right reasons, and that your family is worth it and you are worth it. So thank you, Sarah. Once again, I love you, love you, love you. Thank you all for being on, and I can't wait till our next team Zoom. So everybody have an amazing week, and let's have an audacious April, and I can't wait for all the promotions this month.
Kill it, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Love you guys.